So, Selena, thank you so much for taking the time today. I've benefited so much from working with you that I really want my people to get to know you a bit and help them understand how much what you do can help what they want to do.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited for our conversation.
So, if I could start by asking, how did you start with publicity? Where did
Yeah.
that come from?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was in my mid-20s, I had a quarter life crisis. I was working at a nonprofit at the time. I was making about $42,000 a year. I actually liked what I was doing, but I was really struggling with self-esteem issues. And I found myself clinically depressed to the point that I was having trouble eating, having trouble getting out of bed in the mornings. And things got so bad that my mom flew all the way from Vancouver, Canada to New York to be by my side. And yeah, I remember like saying to a friend, I need to find a way to feel better. Do you know someone who can help me? And she recommended this life coach to me. And through that life coach, I got introduced to this world of, experts, authors, thought leaders, service providers, people that were supporting others with healing. And I would ask people like, have you heard about this person or that person? Because, their work is changing my life. And most of the time people did not know who I was talking about. And it just dawned on me that sometimes people that have the most amazing message or product or service can still be that best kept secret. And so that's why I became really passionate about publicity, because I think when people are doing something that can change people's lives, in some cases even save their lives, it's so important that we're aware of their work. And so I think it's important to learn the skills of like, how do we translate our message in a way to get like other people excited about it, to get it out there, because I feel like so many people have this impact that they're really born to make. But if people don't know about you, you can't actually help them. So what would happen if like double the number of people knew about you, or 5 times or 10 times? It would be game changing. So that's what publicity can do.
So, how do you define publicity? Is it the same thing as advertising or is it different?
Yeah, that is a great question. So advertising is like when you pay for a placement to be like out there on another platform and reach more people. With publicity, the publicity that I teach, it's earned media. So basically, publicity is because, okay, if we're the only person like talking about our work, our message is only going to go so far. If we're only, on our own website or on our own social media, I think that all of us, we need other people talking about us, right? We need to be on other media platforms, whether, or even I think of entrepreneurs and other experts as part of the new media, because people have podcasts and interview shows, and they have their social media where they could do interviews with you or share your message. So publicity is all about getting your message, your product and service out on other people's platforms so that more people can learn and discover you. But with publicity, you also get that endorsement, if someone is featuring you. And it's not something that you're paying for, it's something that you're getting because someone else believes in your work and feels like your message is worth sharing.
And so many of the people that I support are professionals who identify as service providers and haven't really thought about themselves as entrepreneurs or solopreneurs. Many of them are in solo practice.
Yes.
How would you help them understand the difference that publicity can make for them?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that publicity is one of the fastest ways for us to get credibility. Sometimes people don't understand our work, or they are like, oh, well, there's other people that do the same work. Why should I work with you? And publicity is like a stamp of approval that essentially says like, you're the best at what you do. I know for myself, like if I go to a store and I see like, oh, this product was featured in this magazine as one of the top, 10, or if there is a podcaster, entrepreneur that I follow, and they're recommending a particular service provider or whatever it is, I'm going to really pay attention to that recommendation and endorse. So I think that, it's like, even as service providers, we need more people to know about us, and we need people to take our work seriously and see it as like legitimate and important, and to have those endorsements, that credibility, that authority right around the work that we do can really make a big difference.
And that's especially important when it comes to Reiki professionals or other healers, because we don't have the kinds of credentials that doctors and nurses do. And so people don't know who is good and who isn't, and are more likely, I think, to be influenced. So what would you say to somebody who thinks they're not ready yet to get publicity?
Yeah. So first of all, I know that it can be a little bit nerve-wracking to put ourselves out there, to be doing interviews, to be promoting our business, right? At the same time, when I think about publicity and all the people that I serve and support, the reason why we, myself included, are getting publicity is not because we're looking to stroke our egos or have this attention on us for no reason. It's because we are looking to help people. It is because we have a passion, a purpose, and a mission, and we are looking to change people's lives. But we cannot help them if they don't know that we exist. So I understand the fear is there. And I mean, on day one of your publicity journey, it is going to feel more challenging or a bit nerve-wracking compared to, like you're a year in or 2 years in or 6 months in. But you get better by doing. I think there's a gap between where we are right now to where we feel like we need to be in order to be like perfect and presentable. But the only way to bridge the gap is actually by showing up and doing the courageous work of sharing our message. And sometimes people are like, well, I don't even know what I would share with the media. And there's a lot, right? There is a reason why you're doing this work. You have a personal story. You have transformed lives. All these things are things that you can talk about in the media. If you are helping people, solving problems, creating miracles, I mean, these are all like major things that you can be sharing with the world.
Great. Thank you. And now tell me, I heard a rumor that you have a free gift.
Yes, I have my publicity calendar. So I'm super excited about this because this is full of story ideas, special dates, and hooks to get into the media. Because one of the secrets is understanding that the media is looking for certain story ideas and themes every single month. So if you know what the media is looking for, you can actually deliver it on a silver platter to them, right? So when you're thinking about your services, is there a way that you could tie it into, okay, in February, like Valentine's Day or self-love or Mother's Day or, end of year when people are feeling stressed out, or holiday gifts. So we give you like all these ideas of ways that you can pitch what you're doing to the media. And people love this because it also helps them with their overall content planning. So again, it's over 40 pages full of publicity tips, story ideas, special dates, ways that you can get into the media and get more publicity to promote your important work out into the world. And people can get it at impactingmillions.com/Pamela Calendar. So impactingmillions.com/Pamela Calendar to download their own digital copy. And people love it. It's 40 pages, it's 100% free. So I'm excited for people to check this out.
And it's amazing how much information you have packed into that. I know I sometimes am challenged to plan too far ahead. So having a calendar like that can help me focus 6 months out on what I could be doing now to prepare to be ready
Yes.
is really such a great support. Selena, thank you so much for taking this time.
Thank you, Pamela.